Streaming.
Yeah, right we are. I did not even check to make sure the sound and things were good. Say something?
Something.
Alright, good enough. Hello
Something.
everybody, welcome to the Tales of Revedia. So we play Dungeons and Dragons,
Something.
we play Dungeons and Dragons, yeah! My camera, you will notice, is not here. If you've not seen me before, then you won't know what's missing. It's broken. That's all I got for you. I don't know what's wrong with it. But, anyway, moving on. We got a cast of some of our players. Juggun. We got little Death Cleric, big Death Cleric. Not a little deer man. He's a big deer man, and he's got a big stick. Was that FDR who had the big stick, or was that Teddy?
It was first Roosevelt. It was the outdoorsman.
That's Teddy, yeah. He's got a big stick, he on his Roosevelt shit. He also does have a teddy bear, now that I think about it.
True.
Weird coincidence. I don't trust that.
Also invaded Mexican America.
Yeah. Well, we don't talk about what he's been doing off screen. And lastly, we have our normal-sized elf. I know, wait, isn't Zelthar tall for an elf?
I don't know.
I don't remember how tall Zelthar was.
6 foot. It's 6 foot normal.
I feel like that's normal for an elf. They're big, unless you're like a wood elf.
Yeah.
Wood elves tend to be a little bit smaller. And easier to shoot things through the eyeballs, because he doesn't miss attacks, unless I call it out now at the beginning of the session and curse him. So that's what I'm doing. Picking up on where we had left off last time in this wonderful game of Dungeons and Dragons, as the party has found themselves on a mission to help retrieve their friend from the clutches of their patron, which she had been taken from, or when she had been taken from them after a seemingly incredible victory during their last conflict. With some hints and research, as well as some direct assistance through some of the greater powers in the world, they were made aware of an object called the Fate Cutter. An object that could allow fate itself to be written, unbreakable binds, such as an immortal warlock's pact to a servant, to be undone. The problem with that is, though, it's in a silly little place called Pandemonium. You may know that Limbo. It's Limbo. I don't know why I keep saying Pandemonium. Very different place. We don't want to be there. Limbo, the quite literal realm of chaos where you can't really predict where your next step is going to take. If water's going to flow backwards, trees upside down, the air will be fire, yada yada yada. You get it. They're commissioning somebody who could fly an airship, arguably as crazy, maybe crazier than them. They haven't found out truly yet. They have ventured their way into this realm. And upon doing so, as they've begun to quest further into this place, their first stop led them towards what seemed to be a ruined temple of sorts. The symbolage on the stained glass of this place was that belonging to the prismatic dragon goddess Amorous, one of the sort of first deity-like creatures to exist in this world, responsible for a lot of stuff, principally being the mother of Tiamat and Telesis. And as they sort of boarded off the ship, disembarked from the ship, there we go, and stepped into the grounds of this place, seeing it ruined and abandoned, the only hint of life being a shadow or a shade, some figure, but unable to get a clear look at it. They stepped into the temple itself, and upon seeing its ruined visage, the barbarian, I feel like that add-on is necessary to explain what happens next, took a large piece of rubble, and kind of launched it at a wall, To which there was an unexpected and swift response. As right before the rubble could crash into this place, damaging it any further than what it already had been, it sort of crashed upon some sort of invisible wall of force. And words. The ground around the area came up in this swift motion, encasing him inside. And that is where we are picking off this session. As
To justify myself, the DM was saying there was like spooky shadows and stuff going on in this place, so I was trying to flush them out before they ambushed us.
and seemingly you have.
And for that, I'm in my stone box.
And
They put me away.
as you all would see that happen in front of you, where Kalis just very swiftly encaptured within the stone vessel, you see sort of at the end of this place where there's like the altar to Amorous. This figure, as described vaguely earlier, but now in a more clear light. It looks to be a woman, maybe in her human-looking, in face and shape, in maybe what could be 30s. It's hard to tell, really. There's this almost timeless air about them, and what strikes most is stretching out from both sides of the head is these sort of long, thick horns that that come to these incredibly sharp tips. And she looks absolutely furious. I can show an image of this person. She's not on a boat, but I like this picture.
She mad.
Tiefling?
Not as far as you can tell. Don't think so.
Does she have a tail?
No. None is visible.
More?
The best way you could qualify it is that you don't know. It's not obvious by looking, unless you're going to.
I'm going to ask.
But as that is set up, you hear these cutting words. The language, you hear it, and the words don't make sense to you, the actual words, but you can understand their meaning. And it's basically seems to be a flurry of insults towards Kalis. And yeah, that's the best way I could. It's like you're picking up bits and pieces of these words, like sort of popping into your mind, even though this language is not really comprehensible. But as she sees the rest of you, she sort of gives you like the would you like to try something look? As she's sort of gesturing towards Kalis. Or up in the air, or suspended.
I'm sorry. She's asking me.
No, she's giving like the rest of them, or be Jung'un and Zelthar and Sparks, a look of like almost like trying to like intimidate, or like a test the water, or you're just gonna test me type look. That's the best way I can describe it.
Hi, I'm Jung-am. Nice to meet you. I'll walk up and I'll try to shake her hand.
She's a bit. So you would, I'm just saying, you would have to jump across several floating platforms. It's not like she's close.
Okay, I will not do that. Nice to meet you. I guess you live here?
And in your minds, you hear a voice, kind of almost in disregard of your statements, like, oh shit, sorry. excuse me. Okay, I think I'm good. What is it that people like you want with this place?
Well, we're looking for something to help save our friend, but that's why we're here. What do you mean by people like us? We're adventurers from the Bronze Friend. I show her my badge, but she can't see it because I'm too far away.
She could see it. She would see the D. She'd see like the shining light, like like the glare off of it. Just what you call yourselves does not matter to me. You're outworlders like any of the other ones who come here. Your friend is not in this place. There is none here but I. I do not know what. I know not what you come here for.
Can you do me a favor real quick so we can discuss a bit more? Can you release my friend over here?
But why? He should be flung into space.
Oh, don't do that. He's a nice guy. I can guarantee it. He was scared. It's scary here. We're not from around here. We're new in
If I
town.
could elect, could you fling me into space? Could I elect for that one?
Oh, hush.
Make me a persuasion check, Jigan.
I'd prefer to be out of the stone and just in space, if that is indeed an option.
That's a 12.
12. So, I pity him, but he's still a fool. And like, I'd say like a space probably big enough to pop Kalus's head out appears.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. I'm gonna pop my head out.
That's
Sentinel.
And it's like clank, and it doesn't work. So like, actually I have antlers. Could you give me a little bit of a bigger hole?
kind of like
it doesn't
frooms
fit.
and then just like around the shoulders.
Oh, I see.
I keep doing like physical things and you guys can't see me,
No,
and that's
no.
fucking me up because I'm not.
It like thumps and it goes shoo. That's what we got.
Yeah, because I kind of forgot. I was not aware of how much I do that until I am not able to. But yeah, it opens briefly before sort of coming down and reforming like around where like the just sort of like shoulders are. Probably like a bit above the armpit.
Right. Thank you. I have a thing with boxes. I thought this was just a spooky, empty cathedral. I didn't know that there were any residents here. I was trying to flush out any would-be assailants or creatures, extraplanar creatures lurking in the shadows of the stonework.
Ah,
I didn't mean to offend your extent, I suppose, worship here.
I am not the one you should be worrying about defending as Lady Amorous. She had been much less kind to you than I've been so far.
Of course, yes, the great worm herself.
And she kind of like, almost like, what's the best word to put it? It's like a moment of like, not confusion, but sort of unexpecting, like you to know who that even is, really. So you speak of the lady. Does that mean you came here with purpose?
Ah, we need to help our friend. We're looking for an item.
What about we were bade to come here by one of her descendants. a great outlander, as you say, uh, great worm who told us a tale of an artifact of another deity, Null. Something that could break our allies, our wayward allies' fate.
Who was the worm that told you of this?
Um, can I ask, like, do I know if I'm supposed to talk about Usharon? Am I supposed to?
Um,
Am I allowed to talk about him?
you weren't bound in. You didn't take an oath of secrecy, so that's at your discretion. It's like there's something forcing you not to.
Did we ever learn who he was hiding from?
No.
What could go wrong? I would say a greatly wise black great worm named Usharan. A keeper of secrets.
And as the name leaves your mouth, you see her. Not really, even not trying to, but you see her expression sort of soften for a minute before tensing back up. Name I've not heard in a long time. It's one who would not lead you on the wrong path, nonetheless. I suppose if he's the reason that led you here, and so be it. But the Fate Turner is not found in this place. He must be more intent on giving you the tools to find it here.
What do we follow here? It was like a compass?
Yeah.
Or something?
It was a compass given to you by Sharon to help you find the Fate Turner. That, according to him, was supposed to lead to it.
And what's it pointing at right now?
It's kind of. I say it'd be like pointing at her.
Well, it seems he's led us to you then. I thought we were being led towards this place, but apparently he intended that we meet you.
It's a step upon the journey. I doubt it's nothing more than that. I don't doubt that he intended for this. As foolish as he is at times, despite his wisdom. I know what you seek. You seek one of the secrets of now. Things, objects that are very well kept, or at least some that were in some more recent times. I'm assuming he's also told you that it resides amongst the Githyanki, the Githya's eye here.
Oh yes, yeah, wait. Yes, he did.
If I, oh, if I am still presuming correctly, the reason he showed you this way is so you would have means to more properly navigate this chaos. This is what But that is the reason why Emerus is also referred to as the Lady of Many Paths. This realm being the closest to the embodiment of her that can exist.
Okay.
Move closer. And Kaelus's orb kind of just floats in the direction towards like the front of the church. As you guys are left to your own devices, you figure out how to get across in whatever way.
We don't mean to alarm you, but we We two are actually three. For we have an ally who has been observing from afar, and he also has antlers.
Oh my gosh, it sparks.
You fucker.
Sorry, we're actually 4. The
No,
other
he
what?
floated off. He just sort of pinwheeled.
I'm
He's-
assuming he's
we'll
trying to
catch back
figure out
up
how to
with him.
pilot the airship. To be honest.
He panicked mage armor and he's been a potted plant. So someone's got to carry him around.
Oh dear.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Oh,
Oh, no, you can have his Zoltar. I can pilot plane over.
I could carry him on my head. I could like kiss him in the orb.
no, he might fall and die. I don't want that to happen.
Can I like squeeze out of this? Can I shimmy out of this orb?
Make me an acrobatics check.
Gladly. Acrobatics.
17? You manage to get like, you probably get out to like, probably like your waist. As, she, at this point,
And then
like,
it rolls and I fall on my chest like ooh.
yeah, she at this point turned around looking at the sort of large piece of stained glass representing who she's referring to as Lady Amorous. Hears the sound of you struggling, and the rocks just kind of crumble and just reform back where they were earlier.
Ah. Yes, and I'll just sort of pick myself up and dust myself off. And just sort of do like like I'm good, I'm all right. Like one of those kind of jogs up to Jugun and Zelthar.
Oh, it's like you're already there. We're trying to get to you. But you have to roll to get there. Or you just get there.
You could get there. It's just like one of those things where like every time you jump, you just it's like you don't want to look down.
Looks down. Fantastic.
But words. As you guys are making your way closer to from this place, this is this is a relatively simple task, but before I continue, do you have any proof that you are someplace Sharon? The name is more than most could offer. I wish for something of substance. If you have nothing, I can find my own way of finding it.
We did. This compass is a token of his.
She takes it. It's an object of magic, but not one of him. Who would be standing the closest is my question.
Not me. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no. I will say maybe Zoltar, but no. It's definitely Jungle.
Yeah.
Hey friend. Hey new friend.
I'm assuming I'm taller than her, right? Do I tower over her?
With horns, no, but normal height, yeah.
Okay.
And as she's holding the compass, like fiddling it, and she looks over to you, Jordan, and you see when she takes a breath, there is this almost like colored sort of like air that like fogs around, almost like this like slight bit of steam that comes off. As she locks eyes with you and says, "If I may," and you can tell she's going to do something magic adjacent.
Okay.
So, as you feel for a moment, just you feel yourself once again very clearly in the presence of Usharan. You're standing in his temple or area of sorts. You see Kalis, you see Zelthar, you see Sparks, all there, hearing the same speech from Usharon that he'd given you about the origins of Terran's master and the possibility of how to find her. And as far as you can tell, like in your memory, it feels like she was there the entire time. You remember her being there amongst you all, hearing this information. And then you guys see sort of Jungim's eyes kind of have that same like prismatic glow that she has around her. That will suffice. And the spell is released.
Ooh,
Are our memories?
we're best friends. I'll give her a hug.
As you reach out, you just don't do that. But I will say, sort of sticking in your head, the best. It's like you don't remember her being there. She couldn't have been there. Otherwise, else would remember it. But there is like this sort of like lingering in the back of your mind. It's like, well, she could have been. Almost as if you find yourself slightly doubting your own like recollection of that event.
Like when you have a dream of like something that happened differently, and then you wake up and you realize or you remember how it really happened, but you still remember the dream of the.
Yeah, it's kind of like this weird, like
Altered
foggy
memory.
overlap between the two. But as she turns back and she starts to speak once more, Vucerona sent you here that can only be for one thing. Amaris, the lady of many paths, is one of the few beings whose power can navigate a place like this without having too much trouble. Even this device of yours, which tosses the compass back in your guys' direction, would only go to such great lengths. Usharon is not omnipotent and is not all powerful. However, with the lady's blessing, should be enough to make it so you can find the way. And as she is beginning to talk, you see the sort of shifting stained glass panel begin to sort of move. And as the sort of light hits it, it's almost as if like it's beginning to become like projected, like to this more like 3D image of this creature. So this person you intend to save, I assume she has some value, not just to you all. You've already been sent on such a quest by Usharan.
Yes, she's one of our number. And she disappeared abruptly.
That may be a good enough reason for you. Does that not feel suspicious? Usharan, why would he care about an individual?
We've worked with him in the past, his organization.
If that's what you believe, I will leave you to your own businesses. And as she's saying this, this sort of form is beginning to come more and more into shape. And it's not massive. I'd say it's probably maybe like the size of like like a young dragon, maybe, as it's become more and more solid. Ushadan, since I have known him as a child, has not been the type to shy away from making sacrifices when necessary, or avoiding that which he's deemed unnecessary. So I just find it curious that if this is just to be a companion of yours, he would go to such lengths, that's all. It's not the type to not have plans upon plans unfolding. And as she says that, you watch as you can hear and feel the ground sort of shaking beneath foot as the sort of ruin and decrepit parts of the temple begin to reform as well, like behind you all, almost as if this place was like brand new. You see the sort of shining stone, you see the repaired glass, you see the sort of rotted pews of this place beginning to become not rotted, I forgot stone. The sort of cracked and crumpled stone reforming once more. It's just a thing to think about. And as this place finishes, you see what's it called? Sort of slightly above you all, maybe about 15 feet, looking down, is this sort of floating form of this dragon. Sort of not like anything you've truly seen before. It's this multi-colored and constantly shifting array of let me see. I should probably put this in the other thing, but that's so you just have a big idea of what prismatic dragon looks like. It looks like its body itself is made up of just like starlight and the space stuff that surround the place. Which one of you is the most adept at navigation?
Probably not sure about navigation of Limbo.
Oh yeah, no, it's him.
Yeah, I was putting Zathar.
So as you both point at Zelthar, who I'm assuming has been standing in the back, she just looks and you go, Fey child, bring yourself forward.
I look forward, wherever that is. For this shit. I don't know.
As if you wish to
You have to do a
navigate.
Pokemon ice puzzle, and then you walk forward.
Oh, no, she fixed the temple, so it's now there's a floor.
Okay.
And she had you guys move forward so you're out of the way from all the flying rubble.
Just the gravity is weird. It's just a joke. Okay.
So as she looks up, or looks over to you, and you see the imposing figure of this draconic visage looking down upon you. Just with the wood of Lusharan, I may... Where is it? Zalreo, envoy of Emeritus, I can grant upon you the boon of passage throughout chaos. With this, you should be able to navigate these planes, not to your heart's intent, to whatever your heart's desires. This will not keep you safe. This will just keep you in the safest or in the most direct direction to where you wish to go. Is this all understood by you? She's looking at you, Zothar.
That's very kind of you to offer this boon. Understand.
It's not the kindness. It's most likely why you were sent here. You're not the first this has been done for. Well, it's very doubtful if you'd be the last. And as you see her speak once again in that sort of same strange tongue as she had beforehand, the sort of like repetitive, like sort of chanting seems to be building in volume, not from her own life body, but just bouncing around and echoing throughout the place. You watch as the dragon is beginning to raise its head higher and higher, and as it takes in one large breath, it almost as it sucks in all the sort of sound, all the air and sound out of the room for just one moment. Everything goes completely silent. And there is a moment where as its body like puffs up, you watch as pointed towards Zelthar, there is just which seems to be like maybe the width of a finger. As this stream of this star-like material hits Zelthar immediately. And it doesn't hurt. You all see as it hits right through him, hitting him where his heart would be. And Zelthar, you feel like it hurts at first mentally as you are just sort of kind of beginning to understand everything that's around you. You can see the roads. You see where you guys are moving throughout the space. You see how far the ship is drifting away from you all. You can feel the sort of irregular flows of the water of this place. And as that sort of sensation becomes to get almost too much to deal with, it stops. And the dragon ceases. That should guide you to your path. If you're dangerous, it will not guide you through. That will be up to your own devices. And I cannot speak too kindly on all the denizens of this place, for I doubt, would be too kind to all of you. The Gether's Eye, inconsistent amongst each other.
Thank you. We've come prepared for any eventuality.
Nice meeting you.
That was all that was needed of me. And I suppose it is about my time. My lady, if you would. And as she says that, you watch as the dragon glows into this bright, shining, almost blinding light, as you can't even really look at it directly until this entire area is illuminated, sort of growing wider and wider and wider. Your eyelids can't even cover it. And then, you feel yourselves in freefall, as you see no temple around you. You see no lady. You see no nothing. You see the ship a few hundred feet away. And you guys are kind of just in space.
Are we allowed to, or are we able to, like, float that way, or are we like completely unmoored and?
Yo, you guys, it's like that cartoon moment where like you have realized that there's no ground underneath you. As you guys like kind of look at each other, and then gravity kicks in. It seems to be going down relative to where you guys just were.
Do we see the ship?
Yeah, so it's a few hundred feet back and above.
Above.
So we're falling away from it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Does the gravity shift, or do we continue falling away from it?
Unless you guys have done something immediately, you are actively falling.
Kalis, can a little help, please?
I'm gonna give it a second to see if the gravity kicks in. Wait a minute, no, I was flying. I think I engaged my flying thing before we entered the chapel. So if that still lasts 10 minutes, I'm still flying.
I'd say you're probably pushing towards the limits of it, because you did that as soon as you got off the boat.
Okay.
But if you want to try and you can pull whatever dregs are remaining of that flight, yeah.
I just want to grab Zelthar's arm, grab Jugun's arm, and like rocket boost towards the ship. And then if my flight wears off, it wears off.
So as you have the moment of realization, it's like, nothing's happening. I should do something. As you grasp onto the two of them, You see the ship slowly turning up ahead as they realize that um, you guys aren't where you just were. As you see them
Hmm.
beginning to slowly head in your direction. I'd say just make me an athletics check, Kales.
Athletics. 19.
19.
Oh, well, I'm still doing it anyways.
There you go. You all sort of grabbing them by their arms, being sort of thrust forward as the ship is coming down to meet where you are. Um, you can feel the sort of like the flight from your lodestone kind of like sputtering, not like slowing down, but kind of like growing like wavy a little bit as the sort of gravitational force is kind of pulling you in different directions. And as the boat gets closer, it gets close enough so where you can kind of toss Juggan and Zelthar towards the side of the ship as you grasp onto it along like the lower like sort of ladders along the side of it are like the netting, and able to pull yourself safely aboard.
Whew.
Good
Appreciate
job.
you steering towards us,
Again,
Captain.
it's part of the boat thing. Move the boat. Notice as you find it. Said we were going here. You're a little doohickey.
Well, it seems our quest isn't over just yet. But we uh we found out where to head. Right, Zelthar?
I think so. Sure. But
That works with me. We get paid by the day. Um, and Zelthar, as you, I think he kind of says that, or Chaos mentions that, you can feel a very strong like tug leading you more towards where that large like swirling mass was. Where it seemed that it was like you can now that you're looking at it, you can almost see like it is ejecting things. You can't find the source of them, but it seems that like many of the objects and pieces that make up this realm of chaos, that's like the origin point for it. Um, and you feel yourself being pulled in like that direction.
gotcha. Um, I just tell everybody I feel like a pull from that direction, and that's probably where we should start heading. That's our best course. Yeah.
The origin point, though, it looks rather dangerous.
Mm. Nathan just, yep, that's I don't know if you ever sailed in a whirlpool before, but they sink boats. Kind of getting that vibe from it. I'll go closer.
It feels like it would be more like a more apt comparison would be a whirlpool full of cannonballs.
I would do the cannonballs in the whirlpool.
Because you see all the things firing out of it. Anyway, I think we ought to be cautious on our approach.
I'll keep it in mind. We're going that direction. That's what y'all say.
Yeah.
As he begins heading back towards the helm, as you feel the ship begin to pitch downwards a little bit, heading lower towards that way. As you guys are sort of traveling, um, able to avoid any like significant troubles or anything like that. Are there anything you guys are doing on the ship as this sort of travel time is going by?
I think I want to prep my skeletons. I didn't do it before.
Okay, prep your skeletons. You know how many you want yet?
I only have 12. So all 12.
Alrighty. As you guys are making your way about, I need a volunteer.
4?
To roll something fun. It'll affect everybody, but I want one person to roll it.
Was it a D20?
Indeed, it is.
I can roll it. Unless anyone else wants to.
Yeah, you guys. I was gonna say Zelthar, but you're good.
7.
Oh,
Lucky
no.
number 7.
Oh no.
Why is everyone saying oh no?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hello,
I
Tab.
see. We're just doing a bit then, I see.
Yeah.
So, as you all are making your way onto this place, it's going by uneventfully. It's just a simple matter of traveling forward. But let me check the thing real quick. That's. And both Zelthar and Javan moving forward throughout the space and having such a more of an awareness. Zelthar, it feels like there are some pieces of this that are almost being like blotted out of your vision. You become more aware as you've been watching like the movements of things. Like even in the chaos, you can tell like, oh, that's going to do like a fucking corkscrew. That's going to make a sharp turn left, and occasionally just throwing a bone out to Nathan to preemptively move courses so that you avoid the path of things. But you can feel something just escaping certain parts of this. And Jungin, you notice this too, as well, visually. It seems like these sort of black masses, like nebulous masses of clouds, these cloud-like things, are just strewn about the skies all around you. And at first, chalking it up to being any other sort of chaos-involved mess being disregarded. But being in the course of like maybe an hour some change, it's starting to feel like those clouds are following you all. Slowly moving closer and closer along to where your guys' intended pathways are to be from several directions of the ship. I said it's not like a concentrated area, just like these nebulous like clouds of this darkish like matter.
Interesting. Do so we just see the clouds. Can we see past the clouds? Do we see like any land masses around?
You can't see anything through them. Like when they are in an area, they completely like blot out. Like it's almost like no light passes through them.
Need some headlights.
But you do see like little chunks of like it's not totally surrounding you all, but you do see like little like chunks of land like sporadically in some places, and things like that. If that's what you're asking, I'm not exactly sure what your question was.
No, that's exactly what I wanted to see.
Okay. And are you doing anything in particular as you guys are doing or saying? Did you guys notice this?
Oh yeah, I'll point out that and say, "Are you sure we're going the right way, Zelthar? I'm kind of worried. I can't see anything."
I kind of point out the fact that I feel like my soul drifting as well, like my end. Like I'm unsure about it as well because I'm unfamiliar with this area. So I'm trying my best.
What? You haven't been here before?
No.
I thought it was the favorite terrain.
Darn. Missed opportunity.
There's nothing particularly I would want to do.
Okay, that's all I was curious about. Let me just. Well, as you guys are continuing, as these clouds seem to be coming, like drifting further and further inwards towards you guys, and I'd say over the course of maybe like another like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it is getting to the point where like they're staying ahead of the ship, but they are blocking sight of the path ahead. And you hear Nathan just yell out for help. What the hell's going on over there? Something we need to deal with? You haven't seen anything like this before. Problem. I've been here before.
Yeah, you've been here before?
Yeah. We had a conversation about this.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? I thought you guys seem so confident. I thought you guys knew what was going on. Now I'm scared.
We can't both do that.
Okay.
And as you feel the ship lurch heavily towards with y'all towards like the right side as the boat leans or the ship. It's not a boat. Right? Leans to the right as something hits it hard. You hear the sound of like the crunching of wood underneath. And I say no one falls off the ship because everyone is no one's like standing at the edge of it. But you see a few people fall, tumble, and sort of like begin to fall towards like the edges where like the ship is like leaning down to as the deck of it is currently slanted. And Zelthar, or then we give it benefit perception. You could see that the clouds that are in front of the ship are beginning to get close, like moving, and seem not drifting, but closing in on this area.
Uh-oh.
I need to find a good one.
The cloud's solid.
What is your question?
Are the clouds solid?
No light was passing through them before. You can't see you weren't able to tell if there's something inside or not. Or if there was a solid. You can't see through them. So they're opaque.
Okay. Just continue traveling through. I'm assuming we're in like the eye of this vortex.
No, you guys have not gotten there yet. This is why you guys are traveling on the way to it.
Okay. Oh, okay, then that's fine. Just keep heading towards it. We'll be safe, guys.
Okay. And
Right? I feel like Jungle would know that because weather.
wait, say it again.
I feel like Jungle's assuming that because of weather.
Have we sighted what's struck the side of the ship?
Do you look over the side of the ship?
Oh, that's a trap question.
That's an actual question.
Do I have like a moment to do stuff?
I mean, as the ship like people like brace themselves, we have like a moment. Yeah, people are still figuring out what's going on.
Okay. I'm going to cast flight on myself. And if I can, I'd also like to use another action to bolster myself with magic.
Okay. So is anyone else taking an action when Kayla says that?
Ethan said
Alright.
BRB.
Oh, fuck.
I was BRB for a second too, but just action before. No, there's not particularly something I want to do.
Okay, well, I'll give you even a second. Then. Here, I'll just mark this as a staying time. I gotta piss anyway. There we go. I'll transition that real quick. All right.
I've bagged you, brigands.
You can't call them a brigand. Anyways, picking things back up where we left off, as there was this disruption that had hit the ship, Kalos renewing the flight upon himself, and the others positioning. As you move over towards the side of the ship, oh, I gotta. Where Nathan up here. This is where he's not inside. That's the second floor. I'm just lazy. You all are looking over, and you say, "Did you want to look over the side of the ship, Kalis, as you saw that shit happening?" Just remind me. Or are you avoiding it?
If I still have the time to, I would. I'm flying, but I'm just hovering at ground level, and I want to just sort of float up to the side of the ship and grip the handle rail or whatever and peer down.
So, as you, and they're not the only one doing so, as those who were able to right themselves, coming over to see what the fuck that could have been.
Jugget, where are you going?
Here.
I'm gonna go towards Jugget. Sorry.
I wasn't sure what would be the best spot, and I think the front would be the best. So ultimately, I was kind of watching where the ship was going. Situationally. I don't think I was in the back. Or the stern of the ship.
Gotcha. I want to use this.
Actually, on a ship, it's called sternboard.
That's not what I meant to do. That's a devil. It does not belong here.
Actually.
Where is this hole, by the way?
Give me a second. I'm trying to get this fucking shit together.
Okay, take your time, dog. What, he has like 15 crewmen too, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a mast next to you, Jugan? Not a hole?
This is the mast.
There's two of them, right? This is one here too.
Yeah, that would be up there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like right next to it. I'm just not sure what's the best space to be next to it.
Oh, all guys along the sides over here. Most of it would have fell along this side.
Hmm.
Okay, definitely look at him. Big old axe.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the rest, no, it'd be, the rest would be below decks as well. So, as you make your way towards the side of the ship, you watch as one of the men that are also in the process of making their way over there, not spending as much time because he didn't have any actions to repair on himself. You watch as the dark clouds that are getting closer on the front side. Well, no. First, what you see is what the fuck? Oh, I don't know why that applied to him. One of the men on the ship. You know what? I'll just be generous. I won't do it narratively. I'll actually roll to see if it happens.
What now?
To the bottom with ye. You know, the whole pirate accent is actually not historical at all. It's just like some affect that an actor put on, a stage play actor put on when he was playing a pirate, and it's just stuck forever.
That's funny.
It's pretty funny.
You watch as this tendril of shadow reaches out over the side of the ship, grabbing the crewman on his face. And as his hands are sort of braced to the side of it, trying to keep himself on, he gets yanked downwards towards the side of the ship, off the edge of
I
this.
think he'll be fine. I think he'll make it.
And sort of in surrounded by one of these sort of tangles of clouds, you see lashed onto the side of the ship this fellow.
Retro.
You just
We don't have
triggered
any
half our viewers.
arachnophobes
Yeah.
on the stream.
Well, don't be scared of scarier things.
What the shit is that?
It's a
It's
dark
like
blue.
a
Terrifying, actually.
It's like a spider with like a flesh octopus mouth that sort of like unfolds like the octopus like cloak, you know?
And as you look at it, looking down at it, that sort of look of what the fuck, you realize that sort of shadowy cloud it wrapped itself in is a mass of its own webs, seemingly its method of travel. And it also occurs to you that that must be what those other black clouds are. As there's the ones that were on that side drifting towards the ship, and there are ones coming from behind. You got one down.
Oh, you're in that.
And with that, as you see that man sort of pulled back and absorbed within that that cloud, with where it's sort of fuck, I cannot speak. Seeing it absorbed in that cloud, not dead, you just can't see him. That is where y'all are going to have to roll initiative, or you can just let them all take their turns. That's your choice.
I think we ought to go. I got a nat 20, but I accidentally rolled that private. But anyway,
Rolling all the privates.
Elijah can see it, and that's what matters.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can he?
If I can't, then we got a bigger problem. Alrighty. Do you have anything special for initiative? I don't believe so. No.
Darkweaver.
Terrifying.
But as we pick this up, we will not have time to finish this combat, assumingly. But we will get you started. Let me just.
Oh, there's like a lot of them.
Oh, did you think it was one?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
I just looked at the map and I was like, uh.
Heck, there's more than that, based on what I'm saying. Because, like, the little vortex we went to, it's a giant spiderweb vortex. I would say little vortex is a large vortex.
I don't know how you came to that conclusion, but that's your business.
Oh, is that what you said? The dark clouds?
Yeah, they weren't coming from the vortex. They started following the ship as you guys were traveling to it.
Okay. Still very terrifying.
So, as you all, this is not totally the song that I thought it was going to be. Anyways, as you were all,
It's called God of War too.
it's from God of War. I didn't know which God of
Right.
War song it was. It's from
It's just
the
not
bar.
what you think of when you think of.
I know why I have it there. It's from the bar fight. Great scene. Oh, speaking of which, it's these guys down here first. You watch as this Dark Weaver pulling itself over the side of the ship. That was the guy who got okay. It's not his turn, so it's not letting him move, but he'd be down there. It pulling itself up. It is going to immediately. The first things it can see are this person's going to be this guy right here. To the right of him, which does not hit him. The second one turns Jung-un, which does hit her. So Jung-un, this is lucky for you. You take 9 necrotic damage because it's 18 reduced to half because you are resistant to necrotic, correct?
Yep.
And then whenever it uses a shadow web attack, it can also reel. So any creature that's grappled, it can pull up to 60 feet closer to it. So as it ganks you closer to its position, and that's this creature, it is then going to try and bite you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay.
So you know this games, huh?
It is 15 points of piercing damage. And 11 points of necrotic damage. Same, you have to roll 2 concentrations. It's part of the same thing. Actually, that would be 5 points of
I'm
necrotic
confused.
damage.
I don't think I'm concentrating anything, though.
Oh, it must have been
Not
automatically
right.
doing that because you're deducting damage.
Yeah.
And that's
But
11 is reduced
11
to 5.
points. Okay, about to say. Thank you.
And your maximum HP is reduced by 5.
Man, you need to stop doing that to me.
Yeah, that's actually. Yeah, it's funny how that's been happening. That's that one. The other one is going to come up here. It is going to shoot a web directly in front of it. That misses. One, and then one to the guy. It's much farther. 25. That'll hit him. And you watch as the pirate on the other side of the deck, it gets yanked as these 2 tendrils both go out. One of the crewmates manages to sort of duck under it, but the other one, you watch as it wraps around his chest, enveloping him as he gets reeled in, and the spider is going to try and bite him. Hit. Damn. Okay. So he takes 32 points of damage. And that is this one's turn. Move on to Kalis with that.
So the port side starboard, the port side spiders are the ones who went first.
Yeah. Sure.
Gotcha. And then next is the north ones, the starboard ones, and then the ones off the bow are third in line. Darn it. This is unideal. Yeah, I guess I'll just float towards towards Mr. Nope, the nearest Nope spider, and and I guess I'm first up, so I have to test their AC, huh? Heck with it. I'm gonna make some great weapon fighting attacks.
Dope.
Um,
So, I will let you know. As you go to strike at this creature, you notice that while it is in this sort of darkness of this place, its sort of cloudy and shifty form makes it hard to keep track of. Attacks against it are a disadvantage currently, as it is
while it's within the
it's within the darkness. Yes, or within dim
oh,
light
so
or
it's just
darkness.
darkness on the
Yeah,
oh.
the attacks against these are made at disadvantage whenever the creature's in an area of dim light or darkness, because they're much more difficult to see and keep track of. They are not normal spiders; they are planar beings.
I gotcha. Oh, well, yeah. I'll just use reckless fighting, reckless attacking, to countermand that for me.
Gotcha.
And I'll make this with normal attack roll.
26 will
That's
hit.
26. I rolled a 2, if you can imagine it. That's 23 damage.
That's life.
Oh, shit, I have to rage first. I'm sorry. Look, I forget how to play D&D.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm definitely not choosing that. Yeah, I'll choose the 8 on the die, and he has to make a Constitution save as I chest burst, but not in that way, like chest sunburst
I see.
with light.
That's a 20 on the con save. Wow.
Yeah. So I think nothing happens. I don't think he takes damage. But that's fine. I'll just do the second roll, second attack. That's a 12.
12
so
does
that-
not hit.
Yeah. I guess Kalis would ask, Jugan, do you have that one in hand?
Of course. I'm kind of frustrated with this
Don't forget to move your token, by the way.
lady. What was that?
Sean, your token's still back in the spot I started at.
Yeah, I'm actually moving back that way. Cause like my turn is I flew over here to attack.
Okay,
it,
I didn't
and
realize
then-
you were going back. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out a good place. All right, Jugan, I'll leave it to you then.
It will take an opportunity attack if you are leaving its range.
I was attacking with reach, but if he has a super reach, then
He
can get me.
does have a 10-foot range on his attacks.
Oh, okay. Well, then I wouldn't know. So he'd definitely get the attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, that's at advantage anyway. It's not a crit though. It does hit.
Mm-hmm.
14 piercing damage, half to 7. And then 15 points of necrotic damage. And your max HP is reduced by 15.
Okay. 15 points, so that's I'll do that after my turn. I'm just gonna end my turn in that space where I am right now.
Gotcha. With that, we move over to you, Zelthar. As you see Jungen assailed by one of these spiders and more of them closing in on other sides of the ship. Where do you take your mark?
I'm a little concerned for Jungum, so I'm gonna move a little bit, like right next to the golem, and I'm gonna take fire on the one that's grappled. To Jungum, let me find my spell.
I would say you'd have probably. Well, you have sharpshooter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think because you were on a lower level of elevation than it. So I'd say it probably, if you didn't have sharpshooter, it'd have cover, but you have it, so it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it
Gotcha.
with first level, and then I'm gonna hit it twice. Or attempt to. My bad, that's a huge thing.
That's my fault, I did it.
Oh!
Alright, that's a great start. I fucking hate you. That's cool.
Okay. And then that's the second one.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I forgot to mention it as before. That would technically still be a hit, but attack rolls are at disadvantage while it is in darkness. So it'd be a 32 and a 17.
Oh.
So a 17 would hit.
Okay. That's damage.
A 32 and a 17.
That is 17 points of damage. It's back.
And then this is my second attack. I rolled with disadvantage on this time.
Yeah, a 30 will hit.
What a flex, dude.
Oh, that's the what's it called?
That's Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. That's an attack. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
There we go.
So
first.
another 16 points of damage. As both arrows go flying through it, able to see it sort of clearly, eyes trained on Hunter's Mark, and the arrows weaving right past Jungin, who is currently quite literally in the jaws of this thing. As you watch, heading along two of the eyes of this creature as it lets out this unholy shriek, it sort of makes the people around it flinch for a second. But yeah, hell yeah. You still have movement if you'd like to take it? If you'd like to take any more?
I'm okay next to this golem. Hopefully I'm not in its way.
Alright. It is these guys up here. This one sort of gliding amongst its cloud is going to reach out, shooting one of these webs towards good old Nathan. That is a 14 to hit him. That actually does not. But he can shoot a second web. A 28 will hit me. He's sly, but not that quick. Need to double check. Oh, dude. Oh my god, I almost rolled 60-10. Oh my, that's still a super high roll. Nathan takes 22 points of necrotic damage. He is reeled in as he is yanked from the wheel of the ship towards this creature.
Nathan.
I'll be fine. I've done this before. And as he says that, the creature's going to attempt to bite down on him and fails. As he is quite wrestling the jaws of this thing, as he's like holding both sides of its mouth, there's just this sort of acidic, like shadowy saliva pouring from its mouth as it's chomping to reach at him, but is unable to do so. This one making its way over onto the ship itself as it lands on one of the men here. As it is going to attempt to... Yeah, it's just going to attempt to straight up bite him. That'll also hit him. Take 16. And it's going to send out a web towards the other guy. That fails. And he can send out one more web. And that will hit as he is yanked next to this man. That is his turn. Nathan's turn. My man. Where is this little thing? Oopsies, that's wrong. Nathan is gonna pulling out his cane that he's been walking with. He is just gonna swing at this thing. How many attacks does he have? Nathan can make 3 melee weapon attacks. Oh my god. These are all one-handed. Actually, he's gonna try and do a trip attack. So that's one. So that is 8, 9, 9, 18, 26. And it has to make a strength save to fall prone. Oh wow, that's not a great saving throw for them. It fails as you watch as in the grips of the spider as he's sort of locking the jaws, he pushes it back and with his staff just begins beating into this creature. You watch as there is this sort of crunching sound as he sort of knocks away at the mandibles on it. Eventually, it's reaching out. He sort of takes a step back, and there's just another crunch as he breaks one of the legs out from under this creature, as it's sort of like half like on its side, on its back. That's Nathan. Oh. The initiative is messed up. Why is it going in this order? Oh, so one's in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are they within range? They can go right here. You watch as this one lands on the front of the ship, hanging on to that little the pointy thing that sticks out. I don't remember the name of it.
The prow.
Yeah, the prow. This one is actually going to try and shoot one of those web boys that you use, Althar. It's a 14, so that the first one misses. The second one will hit. As Zelthar, you are grappled by this thing, as this shadowy tendril reaches out and grabs onto you. And he's going to reel you in towards him. And Kalis, you watch as Zelthar on one position ship is flung throughout the air. Actually, wait, you have... What's your AC, Zelthar? 15, right?
Yeah.
Because technically you would have cover from the mass, but that only gives you... That'd make your AC 20, so okay, that would still hit. As you are brought in... You can pull you 60 feet, yeah. And it is going to attempt to bite. That'd be bite.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay. That is 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is 12 necrotic damage. And your max HP is reduced by 12. And the second one's just going to attempt to bite. That would...
Aw.
Well, that's 14 piercing, 17 necrotic. And as you see these creatures sort of shifting in the darkness, unable to keep track of both of them at once as you find yourself tied up between them, you all see, or Kalis, you would see pretty clearly, as they both begin biting into Zolthar in a now more vulnerable position. This one down here, they're going to attempt to... They also have... fuck. Would it be they get 2 attacks each? That hits. Those both hit. Do 8 plus 3. I'll just roll as this. Oh wait, that's a disadvantage. So that one would still hit though. So it would actually be...
Oh, sorry.
Let me just roll, see if the other one hits. No, it does not. Okay, so that would actually be... That's 4. Second guy. Misses. Hits. Oh man, yeah, the crit too. Shame. Takes another 6. It's those guys down there. As they begin dealing with that Dark Weaver. Then it's these guys' turn. Great Axe. That misses. That hits. He goes 13. Oh, here's one more attack. That hits as well. So you do 26. That one. And the one that you are currently engaged with, Jungen, that one is also going to move in to help you. Misses. Misses. Miss. Wow, that's awkward. He's unable to get a grasp on this thing as sort of while he's swinging into the cloud. Yeah, that would make it your turn, Juggan.
Wow, terrifying. On the mass, it's like a metal ring around it that's holding it together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. I would like to cast Daylight on that metal ring.
Okay, can you go ahead and post a spell for me again?
Oh, I got you.
Excellent plan.
That's I'm assuming. I don't know which one's better. I'm assuming this one's better.
Whatever one you want to cast, just post that one.
So it's that one. You see the little marker.
And if I understand this correctly, it's 60 feet of like light, a bright light.
And then from there, it's dim light. So they're all in light, just not like bright light. Or does it have to be bright light?
It is bright light and then dim light. It seems that they thrive off darkness, so any sort of light would cause issues. What's
So it's the whole ship, right?
Can you post the
Hold
spell
that,
again?
at least.
Self-posted. My bad.
Yeah, you just playing with the voices.
That would affect 5 of the spiders at least. I'm just not sure about the one way over in the stern of the ship.
If I remember correctly, I ruled this spell before as being actual sunlight. Did I? Is that correct? Because I feel like that's what I had done in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's called daylight, so that makes sense.
Yeah, because technically, yeah, it's semantic shit. So
Basically, it dispels all darkness magic in its area.
So 6 feet were daylight, and then another 6 feet off of that 6 feet. So a total 120 feet is lit up, but the 60 to 120 feet is dim light.
alrighty, and I'll draw.
So
Yeah, that's not even quite 60 feet, that radius.
Yeah, that's just
Oh, I guess if you measure from there, it is.
yeah, it's measuring the radius of it.
that covers the base of the whole ship.
Yeah.
Okay. You can get rid of it, like as long as we establish that. Except for like, I guess if they're like all the way back here.
Let me check something. So I don't know if they distinguish between bright light or dim light.
I wasn't sure.
Nope, doesn't matter. The exact, it just has to be sunlight. So as this massive luminance overtakes this area of the ship, you watch as all these spiders shriek back as it seems to like quite literally be burning away at their skin. They will be taking damage at the start of their turns.
Take heed,
Oh.
everyone! As I command my skeletons to shoot at the one that's holding me.
How many? Let me look up the rules. I have not looked up in a while.
Yeah, right. I don't see. It should be my character sheet somewhere, right? I feel like I attached it to it. Nope, no, I did not. Shit. Oh, pardon my language. Oh, there it is. Do you need it again? Or do you...
Who would like to? Feel free. I said, if you would like to, feel free.
Oh yeah, I posted it into the Discord.
Oh, okay, I see. I didn't realize. I don't have notifications on for it. Handling mobs, that's what it was. What's their bonus? It's like +7?
No, it's +5, unfortunately. I'm not that cool.
+5. That's still good. So would need a. So that would be half of them hit. So you'd roll damage for 6 skeletons. And especially because attacks on them no longer have disadvantage.
I think it's just D8, so it's a double check. Yeah, it's just D8. +3. So is it 6? How many skeletons again?
You have 12, right? 1, 2,
Yep.
so yeah, 6. 6 of them would hit.
So it's 22 plus 18, so 40 points of damage.
So actually, as that spider is beginning to burn away from the harsh sunlight coming out, you watch as its shrieking is immediately cut short by a hail of arrows as it begins lurching and falling off the side of the ship. It is dead.
Yay! And I'm going to tell Liv to go save our captain. She'll probably have to, like...
You move, dash, yeah, she's just gonna take her a minute to get over there.
Okay, I'm assuming she jumps off and then moves.
She is
Does
what?
she talk?
No, she's clay.
Well, if she did, I assume she'd be like, okay. Just sort of lumber along.
Can you put it so I can move her? Because I can't move her. It's not my turn.
Oh,
Or I guess she has to be initiative, right?
oh, she uses a hostile creature. Try now.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll try this. I'll just put her at the end of your turn. There you go.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's all she did.
Gotcha. As the loop begins moving in that direction, that once by using capacity, we move to the last few fellows in the ship. You have to move. This guy over here, he's also going to run up to help the captain. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he uses a dash to get up there. This guy's gonna make his attacks. That's normal hit, so it's not nice, but second attack, natural 1. Truly unlucky. As he swings at this, unable to land a solid blow on it. I'm unfamiliar with this creature's anatomy, as just sort of slicing in between its legs as it's sort of definitely evading him. As you can see, its skin literally burning away from the sunlight. This guy did go. I should have put him with the other ones. He didn't go last time. He is actually, you see him pulling himself up to the side of the ship, running along the decks towards where Zelthar is. And he's actually going to attack the web that's restraining Zelthar. Oh, that'll hit. Those will both hit. That's 13. 25 in total, and he breaks off the web. Zelthar, you are no longer grappled.
Yay.
As he, what's it called? Freeze from this. I think it's best to let the swordy types handle the spot. Not having enough movement to actually step in front of you, but standing astride. And with that, we come over back to the top of the initiative. And with the sunlight made by Janan glaring across the battlefield, a beacon in the seas of limbo that surround you all, as the Dark Weavers, recoiling at such a sight, seemingly unwilling to run away at this point. That is where we'll be picking things up next time.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
These guys are spooky.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
some just dark, skittering creatures just coming out from the void and boarding the ship.
Yeah. To all those who watched, thank you for watching. If you didn't watch, no thank you. I don't have you weren't here. I'll see you all next
Fair,
time,
fair.
and if I don't, I'll see you the time after. You can't see me because my camera's broken, but I'm waving at you.
Maybe you won't see him next time, you don't know.